how to run DeepSeek R1 on your machine. In this video, I'll be installing it on my Mac using LM Studio. So I am running a 2023 MacBook Pro 16-inch with 96 gigs of memory, which is the maximum amount I could outfit it with at the time. So let's type in LM Studio into Google here. I'm going to install it for Mac, M series, yes. Okay, I only have one option. Okay, so it's installed. Let me open that bad boy up. You guys weren't supposed to see that. I'm a big fat freaking nerd to play Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, so once I open that guy up, I'm just going to drag and drop this into the applications shortcut folder here. You'll see a transfer show up. It's installed. I'm going to eject the image that was just opened. And now I'm going to press Command and Space in order to bring up the Spotlight search and type in LM Studio. There it goes. Auto completes. Yes, I do want to open this. So here we have LM Studio. Get your first LLM. DeepSeek R1 distilled, Quen 7B, nice. They've updated this to the most popular one. That's great. This is DeepSeek R1, which is definitely a model that I wanted to try out. So I'll go ahead and download this guy. Sure, I'll explore the app. Do I want this to open up when I log in? I don't know if I want to do that. Why? The studio app can open. I just don't want the model to necessarily start running immediately upon login. I'm gonna exclude it for now, just because I don't want to have like a crash and then my computer boots up and then crashes again. You know, like a boot loop sort of thing from happening. So I want to first see the stability with it running on my machine natively before allowing LM Studio to run upon login, which is a little scary to me. Okay, I'm going to actually go to this discover button here. And now I have more options. DeepSeek Coder V2 Lite. Yes, I am a coder. I could use it for coding. That sounds really good to me. I'm going to download this guy as well. Oh, it's going to do it in parallel? I'd rather just pause it, let it finish downloading one first. They should really allow for the option to specify whether to download these sequentially, because by default it's going to do it parallelly and it's going to eat bandwidth from any other ongoing download. Okay, now that the download is completed, I'm going to load the model from down here. I can also go over here into the downloads pane and click the load model button, which will show up next to each item that's been successfully downloaded. Okay, it's currently loaded. Memory consumption is 4.73 gigs out of 96. Let's see how much memory I am currently using. Memory, 79% right now. Most of it is used up by Google, which is like always the case, right? Okay. So this is a problem, and I've been doing research of my own. I have an idea of what to do to solve this issue, but I would like to ask this language model to see what kind of results I get out of it. What command line utility would you recommend I use in order to clean up duplicate files from my computer? Oh damn, it's taking a while to think. Look at this. Alright. There we go. To remove duplicate files on your computer efficiently, use the command line, follow these steps. Du data usage, mdup, huh. I don't know how right this is. Data usage, same extension? Oh, no, use like this is not gonna do shit. This is just gonna check to see what files that end in the same exact extension, like txt files. It doesn't have a bearing of if the files are actually identical, like the contents of the files are identical or not. It's just looking at the same extension files and saying, oh yeah, delete those are duplicates. That's not adequate. So yeah, you gotta be wary about these kind of recommendations. This is a general purpose model though. I'm curious to see how a specialized coding model will perform though. Coder V2 Lite. Let me try this guy. I'm gonna pause this to get that guy to download faster. Comp seems to be the first reasonable thing. What's this O flag though? I'm not seeing an O flag. It could mean output. Can you tell me more about the mdupe command you recommended to me? Ah, minimum duplicates updater. GitHub.com. I don't think that looks dangerous, but yeah. Yeah, it's not correct. It just repeated it inadvertently, I think. I think this will work. Oh, this is a username. I could do GitHub mdupe. Nah. Let's see. I can do okay. I'm not finding any minimum duplicate updater. Seems like a really bad hallucination. Interesting. Let me load this light model here. Okay, this is a coder model. Now I'm gonna ask it the same exact thing. Same exact thing, copying and pasting it. Ah, yes, exactly. This is great. I love this already because fdupes is exactly what I was looking at when I was doing my own research, and I have been using this already. So this is far, far more reputable, for sure. Using fdupes, removing duplicates. And it even tells me how to use fdupes, but I think this is incorrect. This looks to be wrong. It's hallucinating a little bit over here. You'll have to double check to make sure the commands it's telling you aren't crazy or just gobbledygook. I wouldn't trust commands it recommends you to run in terminal from a language model anyway, so just be wary about that. But this is far, far better. So yeah, nice. It looks to have some promise. I want to prove the fact that it is running locally on my machine and not reaching out to the internet. So let me actually cut my Wi-Fi real fast. And now, if I were to ask, can you provide other command line utilities do the same thing? Dupe remove, okay. JDupes, nice. I've seen JDupes. fdupes is a thing. MFS, okay, I've never heard of that. Interesting. It's getting into like really niche stuff, so I could like potentially research this more. I vaguely remember a command line tool that first concatenates a script that is to be executed independently after being run. Can you tell me which one it is? This might be a little tricky for it. The answer is rmlint. Let's see. I mean, it could be right. I don't have any knowledge of ENTR, though. This is interesting. Can you provide me information on rmlint? I just want to prove that it is, in fact, chugging away. Oh, yeah, I was editing something. Oh, man. That's so irritating. I was editing my video, and now I got rid of the internet, and now it's like DaVinci Resolve is taking crap, so let me just force quit it. So yeah, that does prove that, you know, I'm without internet. DaVinci Resolve, I use the whole cloud synchronization feature, and it will crash if it loses internet connectivity. Ah, it does have information on rmlint. Ah, provides detailed reports on what it finds and deletes. This is exactly what I was referring to here. But yeah, like looking at it from the reverse way was a little tricky. Maybe I didn't describe it that well. Which command line utility provides detailed reports on what it finds and deletes? There, let me ask it that way. Maybe now it'll be able to figure out what I'm referring to. This is surprisingly good, actually. I am pleasantly surprised. Quite nice. And it is chugging away in the background. 100% GPU processing. Takes some time, but yeah. Not totally unreasonable. rmlint! Yes! It pointed to the exact correct one. But to be fair, I threw kind of like an easy softball because in its answer, I basically copied word for word part of the text in one of its previous answers and provided that as a prompt. So that was definitely a softball, but it did discover it. It's great to see it did get the correct answer after a little more finagling. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to clarify that yes, it is in fact running locally on my machine, and this little demonstration proves that. Well, that's basically how you do it. I used a Mac, but of course, LM Studio is also available for Windows and even Linux. And I'm doing this on a Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch from 2023, 2-year-old computer with a fully decked out Apple M2 Max chip. So this is the top of the line computer I could get 2 years ago, and it appears to be doing just fine. And let's see, the memory pressure, 10 minutes. It appears to not be struggling too much. It did go up a little bit. I think that's about when I switched models, but yeah, other than that, no noticeable difference really. But yeah, I think it has a lot of promise. Very exciting time. Thanks for watching.